Are you tired of feeling chaos in your pursuit? We have 4 weeks left until the new year is upon us. And I challenge you to get out of the chaos, get out of that war with yourself, and start getting into a different state, a state that is going to allow you to be able to level up yourself, level up your experiences, level up your success, level up everything in your life, your health, your relationships, so that you can truly be a badass in your life. And it's not your fault that you are in chaos. It's not your fault that you have been in a war with yourself, because we're trained that way. We're not trained to celebrate our successes. We're trained to, hold off because you might jinx it. Don't get too big for your britches and tell people what's actually going on. Don't let them see you sweat. Don't let anything come across as anything other than perfect. And trying to be perfect is not helpful. It creates this internal dialogue and this internal war that just rips you in two. And there is a better way. When I take people through the visualization of what they want their ideal life to look like, I walk them from the beginning of the day to their end of the day. And what happens is, when I get them to describe it time and time again, so I get them to do this in challenges, I get people to do this when they're in my accelerator, they do this in any program that they're in with me for, they end up coming out with really 3 different ways of describing how they feel after that visualization. One of them is often peace. Another one is contentment. And another one is actually feeling ease in their day. Peace, contentment, and ease. I don't see any place in that for war. I don't see any place in that for tearing yourself apart from the inside out. I don't see any place for struggle or chaos in that. So when we're visualizing what our ideal life looks like, and the outcome for those feelings is peace, contentment, and ease, then what the heck are we doing right now? What are we doing? Staying at war, staying in the chaos. Part of it is because we've been taught that, we always have to pile on more. You go and get an education, or you go out and start climbing the corporate ladder in whatever entity you're working in. And so we are being told you need to pile on more to be able to get to the next level. We need to pile on more to be more. We need to pile on more to make more. But there reaches a certain point where you have binged on so much piling that there's so much that you're buried under that you can barely breathe. And that's where the war comes from. That's where the chaos comes from as well. And so we really need to start taking a hard look at what we have invited into our life, as far as information, as far as people, as far as habits, and look at what is actually working for us and what is not. And I guarantee you can probably burn away 95% of what you're doing and get down to that 5% that is going to give you 95% of your outcomes. That's how you get to be able to pare down your day so you're working less hours. That's how you're able to scale up your income so you're making more in those hours. And it's how you're able to create more impact. By being subtractive, not being bingy, but being subtractive. So getting rid of the extra information that you've acquired, the extra relationships that you've acquired, the extra habits that you have acquired that have gotten you today, but aren't going to get you to the next level. To get to the next level, you need to start shedding different things. You need to shed identities. You need to shed habits. You need to shed stories that you've been telling yourself. You need to shed beliefs that no longer serve you. And the interesting thing is you have the ability to train your brain into whatever you want. We know that the brain is hyperplastic. It means it is malleable into whatever we want. And so if you can choose something different, if you can change your mind, you will actually change your mind. If you start paring things away and release yourself into more ease, more contentment, more peace, because your day is simplified, you're doing the 5% instead of 100%, your mind will change, your perception will change, your beliefs will change. You can develop a completely new identity. And that's really what I consider to be a badass. A badass is someone who's achieving, but they're not in that chaos. They're not at war with themselves. They are feeling peace, contentment, and ease in their day. If you are wanting to really change your mind, change your identity, really start stepping into your full potential, and get yourself set up over a 30-day period to make the 12 months after that as insane as possible, in the best way possible, then I encourage you to join the Badass program that I just released. So it's a 30-day program that will unleash your badass self for profitability. And it's not just going to change your mindset about money and achievement and what you have been doing in your day. It will filter through into everything. It'll filter through into your relationships. It will filter through into your health. It will filter into how you see yourself, which is a beautiful thing. So if you are ready to set yourself up for transformation, join this 30-day program. I've built it out so that it layers on top of itself so that you get more and more out of it every single day. And by the end of 30 days, you won't even recognize yourself. By the end of 12 months after, when you implement what you learned in the 30 days and keep building on it, you're going to be in a completely different place than where you are standing right now. I'll add the link so that you can get yourself registered for it. And I highly encourage you to do it. Reach out to me if you have any questions, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.